Hey guys, it's Robert here with Cripple Creek Farms. The forecast says there's a storm brewing for the evening, so we are headed out to the fields to collect our second cutting of hay and get it to the barn before the storm hits. A little over a month ago, we put out a video of us raking and baling our first cutting. I'll post a link to it in the description below. And some people noticed how we loaded 2 rolls at a time and thought that was pretty cool. So we figured we would show everybody how we like to round them up out of the field and save as much time as possible. What we did was extended out our original hay spears, both on the front and the back, to be able to house an extra spear on each side, giving us 3 spears total, each on the front and back of the tractor. This 100 horsepower John Deere with the big 740 loader has no issues whatsoever being able to pick up the weight of the rolls, same with the rear 3-point hitch. As you will be able to see here in a few, one man and one tractor can move 19 rolls out of the field at a time safely and efficiently. Time is money, and when you are able to clear out your ground in half to a third of the time, you are definitely money ahead. The way that I like to look at it, if we are to get 3 cuttings of grass a year and we average 2 rolls of hay to the acre of each cutting, we are clearing out 9.5 acres of hay when we take 19 rolls out of the field at a time, 17 on the trailer and 2 on the front end loader. That means we can collect our entire cutting of hay in 5 trips just using this tractor and gooseneck trailer alone. If I am helping make runs as well, I'd be hauling 10 rolls on my little bumper pull hay trailer behind my truck. That'd mean we are taking 29 rolls, or the equivalent of 14.5 acres per trip to the barn. Now that's the kind of numbers I like. Speaking of numbers, the channel is over 1,000 subscribers now, and we'd love to hear from each and every one of you. Comment your thoughts below on the video, or maybe what you think of our setup. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe to follow us and stay in touch with what we're doing out here on the farm.
Everybody breathes a sigh of relief there, well, in this country. And last night's game sets the US team up for a pivotal game against Portugal next week, which they need to avoid losing to advance. Let's check in with Ellen Hislop from the Gist of It Sports podcast for more. Hey, Ellen.
Hi, thanks so much for having me.
So I think Scott gave us some of the emotional recap there, but the US were heavily favoured. Dutch are known to be a strong team. How did it end up being so close?
Come on with maybe 20 minutes remaining in the game to try to bring on some fire and energy and pizzazz, especially because she just has an
WEKU is proud to have been awarded Station of the Year by the Kentucky Broadcasters Association. Find out how your business or organization...
I'm Chris Boyd. Up next on Think, the future of meat could be vintage.
The DOJ's Civil Rights Division wants to know if there's a pattern of discriminatory policing. It received a letter from Special Counsel Jack Smith notifying the former president that he is a target of the federal grand jury investigation into the attempt to overturn his loss in the 2020 presidential election. You're listening to NPR News. President Vladimir Putin's country will provide free grain and fertilizer to several. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 36 points at last check to 35,483. The Nasdaq is up 65 points, roughly 0.5%. The S&P is up 6 points. It's NPR.
And they create these sort of like long strands that you can pull apart. And so we've gotten pretty good at making formed products, like not dogs, again, like hot dogs, hamburger meat. The chicken and chicken nugget is generally kind of ground up chicken. It's not like chicken breast. So we can do really well with those.